All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're back here with Coach Ward. We're going to doing the countdown to STAAR. We're on Series 1, Page 6, number 2. So let's see what Keisha's got going on. So Keisha's just deposited a total of $900 in the savings accounts at two different banks. The $550 she deposited at A will earn 2.25% interest compounded annually. The $350 she deposited at Bank B will earn 3% annual simple interest. If no additional deposits or withdrawals were made at these on these accounts, which amount is closest to the combined balance of these two accounts at the end of 2 years? Okay, so there's a lot going on here. So what we got to do is we got to break this down into two separate parts. So the first thing that I want to do is I want to go to the question and look at what it's asking. It says I want to know the combined balance for these two accounts at the end of 2 years. So what two accounts do I have? I have a bank A and I have a bank B. So let's go ahead and see what's going on. The fact that she deposited $900 at these two banks does not matter anymore because she split it up into two different banks. So Bank A says it's a compound interest problem. Bank B says it's a simple interest problem. If you go to your formula chart, here are your two formulas that we're going to use here in order to indicate what we're going to use. So I equals PRT and A equals P times 1 plus R to the T power. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to write both of those formulas out now. So P times 1 plus R to the T power over here, and then PRT over here. All right, so now that I've written both formulas down, now I need to get the numbers. Remember, your principal is always your dollar amount. So 350 and 550, your rates 2.25% and 3%, and then time for both of them is going to be 2 years. So I can just plug those in as I see it. So I got 550 times 1 plus 2.25 over 100. And then, excuse me if you can't see this, but this will be to the second power. All right. And then on this side, what I'm going to have is I'm going to have 350 times 3 over 100 times 2. So I'm not taking that to a power. Now I'm going to go ahead and put that into Mr. Calculator here. So I got 550 times 1 plus, there's my fraction right there, alpha x, 2.25, tab down 100. Make sure you scroll over to where it becomes big. Then you hit your carry button to get your exponent 2. Then you hit enter. So I'm at roughly $575 for this guy. And then I'm going to do the same thing over here, 350 times, open up a fraction, 3 over 100. Close it. Remember, you can't close it like that. You have to tab over till it becomes a large cursor, and then times 2. And that's 21. Remember, if you put in $350 to the bank, you shouldn't be getting $21 back. You have to add what's left over. So from your principal. So 21 plus 350 will get you $371. Now it says combined balance. So now I'm going to take both of those and add those numbers together. So I've got 371 plus 575. That's going to equal to 946 letter. Now, if you notice, I got 946.03 and 946.35. So here's what we want to make sure that we do when this happens. Go back to your problem. This 575 right here looks like it's at 3 cents. This is nothing. So if I were to look at this and say, well, that's H, well, I would be incorrect because that number is too close. The number that I'm actually going to be looking for, because I would make the same mistake as you guys, is I would actually be looking for letter G because that is closer. It says what's closest to the amount. So that's how you want to solve this problem. Yes, it was very intuitive and you had to use two different formulas, but I believe if you use your formulas, write the formula and fill it